Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire in a cold, crisp but sunny Scotland. Well, I'm back on the Gold Noble field. So far, so good. The ground, top inch or two, is a little bit frozen. I'm going to stick to the sunny spots in the hope that it's kind of thawed out a little bit, but it's reasonably pleasant in the sunshine. At the moment, just me, might be joined by Albert later on. And we're on the Gold Noble field, so this is the field where Mr. Martin discovered last September that beautiful gold Rial. It's produced 10 or 12, maybe 14, 15 silver hammered coins between us, all from a similar period, from the 1500s. And a few nice medieval artefacts as well, so fingers crossed there's going to be more to come. Also, I have to say welcome to the new subscribers. I picked up 33 new subscribers yesterday, which is tremendous. I'm pushing on for the 9,000 for the 1st of January. I need just under 400 more, so if you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, then hit that button. Right, now let's see how we get on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do very many live digs with this top surface frozen, but we'll see what happens. As usual, a pretty quick start. We've got a first diggable signal in the first minute or so. Not brilliant. 81, 83. Maybe a bit of an irony tone there as well, but as I say, often with this field, so many great finds have come off it, you've really got to dig everything, even the stuff that doesn't sound great, so let's see what we get. Well, at a depth of about 7 inches, we might have coin number 1 on the very first hole. Didn't sound great as you heard, and there's definitely an irony tone in the ground, but right over, where is it? There, right there. Looks like maybe a farthing, going by the size of it. And I think it is Gorgeous George. It is George V. So yeah, I think that's a farthing. Give it a wee clean up, see if we can get a date off it. Not in the best of condition, but yeah, I think we might get a date. So I'll be right back. It is indeed a farthing. There's a date at the bottom, probably be difficult to read on camera. It's 1919. So officially the end of the First World War, the Great War. Although it actually ended at 11 o'clock on the 11th day of the 11th month, 1918. But the peace treaty wasn't signed at Versailles. Was it Versailles? I think it was. Until 1919. So George V. So he was on the throne from, 1909 till 1936. And a farthing was a quarter of a penny. Back in the days before inflation. I forgot to also say I am running on programme number 3, which is sensitive full tones. Discrimination, everything's just standard, square tones, sensitivity at 88. Great start. And just a minute later, another good signal. Well, a diggable signal at least. Coming in, 69.70. Probably a bit of lead. Could be a bit of copper. Ground's a little bit softer here, so I'm going to try a wee live dig. And we're out. Huh, I think we've got another coin. I think though, it looks like a spendable. See the colour of it? I think it's a 50p piece. It might be a spendable. It is. 2001. And there she is. So when it was lost, this would have been bright silver in colour. But it's cupronickel or copper nickel or something like that it's made of. So it's lost its colour on the outside. It's gone this brown colour, which is the way that coins seem to go after 1947, give or take. But this is 50p. This is half of a pound. And as you can see, Elizabeth II, 2001, the late Queen. And on the back, You've got the modern version of Britannia, so I can go and spend this down the shops. Brilliant. So that's 2 coins, 2 holes, 2 minutes. And it shows you people are still losing coins in fields. Get lots of dog walkers on this field, so probably one of theirs. Spendable was right there, and right here, a very similar sounding tone. $67.65. Again, could be another spendable, or maybe a little bit of lead or copper. We're out the hole. Don't see anything obvious. Let's get the old carrot out. You can see it's in the frozen layer. Is it in there? It is. Huh, look at that. I think we've got another coin. Let's crack that frozen bit open. I think is it another spendable? Seems an unusual shape. It is. It's another spendable. Maybe a 10 pence. Right, this one's a wee bit wetter. I'm going to need to dry this out and get right back to you. I think it is. I think it's a 10p. And there we go. 10 pence with a little lion. So this is 10 pence, which is a tenth of a pound. And it's also spendable, so this is still in use today. Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. And we've got a date of 1992. Maybe dropped by the same person who lost the 50 pence, but that's me, I'm up 60 pence. I have to add 3 coins, 3 holes, 4 minutes. Must be a record. What a great start. Another digger. 55, 56. Now this time it could be a bit of lead. Oh, tell you what. Is that a coin? No, that's a leaf. Ah, saw that. No, it isn't. I was going to say I thought that was a leaf, but no, it's a bit of copper. It's a little bit of copper. So, who knows? Looks like the edge of something. Maybe a horse decoration or such like. We'll never know. But technically, junk. Well, I got a mid-50s, high 50s, expecting a button. And I did indeed get a button. Watson. John Watson? Yeah, John Watson. John Watson and Company. John Watson and Company, button maker. So who knows where John Watson was based, but it's probably going to be sometime 1850s to the 1900s, give or take. Still, it's a find. Just shows you, last time I was in this field, I had a pretty rubbish time. I really found very, very little. And that's me, what, 10 minutes in? 15 minutes in? And what's this? Signal number 5. Brilliant. And that's me made it to the fine spot of the Gold Noble. So almost certainly there's been a building here at some point, or a collection of buildings, maybe a little farmstead. But we've got a low signal here. 47, 49. To be honest, could be coke, could be tinfoil, but you know, you can't ignore that. So let's see what we get. Okay, we're out, not particularly deep, somewhere over here. Maybe. Oh, another clod shot, I think. It is in the frozen stuff. Yeah, it's in there. Right, this might be a problem. Try and get this out, because that's rock solid. Give me a minute. I'll try and thaw this out with the heat of my hands and get right back to you. Hopefully I don't get too many signals where I need to do that, because all that's going to happen is my hands are going to get very cold. But it's a little bit of tin foil. Mr. Kipling strikes again. Yeah, but you know, could have been a hammered coin, so you never know. Well, we've got our first ancient relic. Well, assuming of course we get a second one, but fingers crossed we do. It's actually an iron target. The signal was rubbish. I would have not dug it, but it was sticking out the ground on the surface, and here it is. It's made of iron. Oh, I don't have my toothbrush with me. Damn, I forgot to use it this morning to brush my teeth. Right, only kidding. I've actually left my finds pouch at home. I've got that many layers of clothes on. I couldn't get the belt done round my waist, so I just brought my pinpointer and my squirty bottle. But that is, I believe, the bottom of a stirrup from a horse. So there would have been a little bit there where a spur would hang, I think. And that's where the heel of your foot, or the ball of your foot, would sit, right there. So otherwise I would have completely ignored that, given it's an iron tone, but it just shows you can find some interesting iron pieces. That's, who knows, that could be pretty ancient. That could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 years old. I'd be interested if anyone has got an idea of a date, and let me know in the comments below. Great find, good sign. Hopefully more to come. I got joined by a couple of spaniels there for a minute. What's that there? Is that a bit of flint? No, it's not. Ha! Thought it was a bit of flint. It's a bit of plastic. Oh well. Right, we've got a 68, 69. I wouldn't say it's a great signal, to be honest, but as we know with this field, you've got to dig it all. Sounds a little bit better now it's out. Still coming through at a 69 though. Get the Garrett carrot on it. There it is there, I think. It is. Have we got an ancient relic? No. We've got a bit of aluminium. Aluminum, I think, the bottom of a tin can. Oh well, can't win them all. This one is an 84. Wee bit scratchy, could be coin territory though, it could just be fairly shallow. Let's flip that over. And as suspected, I think we might have to thaw a bit of soil out. See if that'll break. Nope, not without breaking my pinpointer. Right, we're in here somewhere. Right, will that break open? It will. Still in here. Should have brought a pickaxe with me. Oh, what's that? Nope, that's a stone. Thought it was the edge of a coin. Oh, okay. Right, again, you're going to need to leave it with me. This is like extreme metal detecting. Ice road truckers, ice road detectorists. Right, let's thaw this out and I'll get right back to you. Not quite thawed out yet, but it looks as if we have got a button, and it could be a military one, or a decorated one at the very least. It's loosening up, and it's coming out. Ta-da! Look at that for an imprint. And yeah, you can see, look, you can see the imprint on the inside there of a decorated button. There we go. Looks military. I think I can see a crown already. So I will let this dry out, warm up my fingers, and I'll get right back to you. What a great find. This is a first for me. I definitely haven't had this button before. So we've got, it'll clean up better when I get home. We've got a V and an R, which I'm assuming is Victoria, Regina, Queen Victoria. We've got what looks like numbers in the centre. I think it's a 7 and a 3. We've got writing round the outside, and it looks like on the left and on the right hand side below the V and the R we've got thistles. The thistle being the national flower of Scotland. So this is a new one on me. 73rd Regiment, I'm guessing. I think it says Highlanders on that side. On that side, I can see ON. So I'll have to clean this up when I get back home, but assuming the V stands for Victoria, it's going to put it sometime between the latter part of the 1830s and 1901. So that is an interesting find. That's quite an old button, for a military one at least. If anyone knows what regiment that is, the 73rd I think it is, with a Scottish link, then let me know. I think it's Cameron actually. Cameron Highlanders I think it is. Now that it's drying out. Yep, I'm pretty sure that is Cameron Highlanders. So do let me know in the comments below. That's a lovely find. Would have originally, I'm sure, been gold gilded, but I'll look that up online when I get home. Brilliant. This one sounds pretty reasonable, a little bit scratchy. I've had a few bits of tin foil and a couple of bits of aluminium, but it sounds a little bit different. 82. Could maybe be a wee halfpenny or something. Let's do a wee live dig. I think we're out. 82, 83. It's a bit of copper pipe. No, it's not. It's a copper nail or pin. Maybe off an ancient chariot or something. But look at the size of that, and it wasn't even deep. What? 2 or 3 inches down? How the hell did we miss that? It just shows you, well, the field has had a plough since the gold noble was found. Well, in fact, 2 ploughs. And we haven't done it to death yet, so clearly more to be had. I'm in the process of doing lines back and forward, going this way and that way. That's where I got the pin, the sort of copper pin. And right here, on the next line, similar signal. Maybe not quite as good, but possibly another bit of it. Think we're out. Again, not very deep, but not a brilliant signal still. Okay, I think we're going to have to thaw it out again. Literally on the surface. Damn. Right, can't see anything obvious there. The temptation is to hit it with a spade. Oh, no, there we go. What's that? What is that? Temptation is to hit it with a spade, but then if it turns out to be a gold noble, you wouldn't be able to live with yourself, would you, if you split it in 2? So there we go, it's out. There's the imprint. I think it's either a button or it's a bit off of a shotgun cap. Let me just give it a wee rub up, try and get an ID on it. I don't think it's anything old anyway. Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like a sort of stud or a button. And, oops, dropped it. And it's got a little, oops, it's got a little hole in the bottom. I think it is a little stud or a little button, maybe off leather or maybe off a piece of clothing, but it does look like it's got a bit of age to it. Copper alloy material, but yeah, not anything amazing. Date wise, who knows, could be 100 or more years old. Another bit of a scratchy signal here, could be an epic find. Then again, it sounds like Sounds like iron. Let's take the top off and see if it's worse or better. Okay, it's out the hole, so let's have a wee investigation and see if it's junk or not. We've got another clod. I think it's going to be foil or something, or even a wee bit of iron maybe. Or a bit of lead. Aluminium, I think. Damn, for a wee split second there I thought, oh, could be silver, but nope, just junk. Oh well. Pretty similar signal to the bit of aluminium. 76 dropping to 06 could be another piece of junk. Sounds better now. 76. More aluminium. We've got a glint of something. Oh, I think it might be a coin, or it's a very round bit of aluminium. That is a coin. That is a hammered coin. Yes. Yes. Now I did bring my water bottle. Almost didn't. Glad I did. Otherwise I'd have to go and put my hand in the stream. Yes. Right, let's get you in the sun a little bit. That is a hammered coin. Not sure what kind of hammered coin though. That is hammered coin, but what is it? It looks like arrows. Is it arrows? I think it might be. Okay, right, let me give this a wee dry up off camera and I'll get right back to you in a second. You beauty. Could be European. Well, the XP Deus 2 does it again. This detector, honestly, it's tremendous at sniffing out silver, especially hammered coins. That, let's get you into the sun. That is definitely a hammered silver coin. You can just make out it's been heavily clipped. You can see it's lost almost all of its outside edge. I just can't make out any detail. I don't see the head of a king. I'm assuming this would be the head side of the coin. But it just looks like a scroll of maybe letters. I can't really see a sort of shape or a date or anything like that on it. Other side, it almost looks like a pound coin sign with that sort of swirl, and then it looks like a bunch of, it's definitely arrows. You see the 3 points there, 1, 2, 3, and there might be, in fact there's loads of arrows. There's about 6 or 7 of them, I think. So it's a bunch of arrows. Yep, definitely. So what is it? Well, it's silver and it's hammered. That's all that matters. I've definitely not had one of these before. My guess is European, and I'm going to say Flemish or Dutch, especially given that Martin got that Flemish gold Royale in this field of Edward IV, which was about the 1460s if I remember rightly. 1465 rings a bell, but I keep forgetting. So it'll be interesting to know if this is from the same time period, but it certainly looks like it could be. It's got that sort of 12 to 1500s look about it. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll need to do some investigating when I get home. Brilliant, over the moon with that. Absolutely over the moon. I think that's going to be at least 500 years old, but could be older. Well done, XP Deus 2, sniffing out the finds. A wee scratchy signal. 56, 64, 61, kind of all over the shop, but it's a surface find. I can see it right there. And we have got what looks suspiciously like a pigeon ring. A pigeon ring, no leg included. What have we got? We have got SU07NW3999. So I think 07 is the year, 2007. SU, I don't know where that will, if that's a place or maybe it's just a code. NW, maybe northwest. And this would have been attached to the leg of a poor little pigeon. Oh, there's a wee jaggy thing there. Could actually be, well, that's a bone. That is a bone of a pigeon. That is the foot. Ugh. 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 Right, okay, so this is a poor pigeon that has run into trouble. It's been probably taken down by a sparrowhawk and consumed. Be interesting to know where it came from. I'll need to try and look it up online. Interesting. Well, if anyone knows, then let me know in the comments below. Ugh. That was a little squeaky signal, which is now coming through at a 59. I just kicked the frozen bit off the surface, so it wasn't deep. Maybe a bit of lead or a bit of copper. Could be a button, could be a coin. I think it is. I think it's a coin. Let's get into the sun, out the wind. Probe off. I think it's another spendable. I think it's a 5p this time. It is a 5p, and look, the thistle of Scotland is there in the centre with a crown above it. It's going to be Elizabeth II. Third coin of the day. 2007. 5p spendables. That's me up 65p. That's not bad going for a day's work. Excellent. This one's a screamer. $96. Could be silver, and it doesn't sound deep. Could be junk as well. You never know. These high tones can go any way. Tell you what, I think it's a coin. It is a coin. It's not what I expected. It's copper. It is copper, which means it's probably going to be Georgian. A nice little frozen imprint. That's a high reading for a copper coin. Okay. Tell you what, could be a bobby. It could be a bobby. Is that a thistle on there? It might be, you know. Alright, this is when I should have brought my brush. Okay, I'll let this dry out gently, and then I'll give it a little clean up, and I'll get right back to you. What a great day's digging I'm having. That is 100%. That is a bobby. A sixpence, a copper sixpence. Nemo me impune lacessit, it would say around the outside edge. You can see a crown, you can see the head of a thistle, and you can see the leaf coming up either side. Brilliant. That is an old coin. That is probably going to be Charles the First or Charles the Second. So you're talking, what, 1625 to 1649 if it's Charles the First. And if it's Charles II, you're talking 1660 to 1685, and that would have been a sixpence, a copper sixpence. So if this was English, this would be solid silver. Damn it. Damn it. But hey ho, it's a coin and it's getting on for 400 years old, so I'm a happy man. Brilliant, really, really happy with that. Charles I obviously went to war with Parliament and Oliver Cromwell and lost his head. His son fled to his cousin Louis XIV in France, and then when Cromwell died, they didn't really know what to do, and they restored the monarchy. So Charles II came back as king in 1660. Brilliant, great, great, great find. Yet another sign of more to come. We have another screamer. Not a million miles away from the Bobby. 96, 97. I'm not going to say silver, because look how it turned out last time. Pretty shallow, yet again. Don't know why they all seem to be such shallow targets. Oh, we've got silver. We've got silver. Look at that. Yes. I think it's a shilling. It is. 1 shilling. Maybe going to be George V. It is. Gorgeous George. Oh, it's a beauty. It is an absolute beauty. Must be 50% silver. 1922. 1922. You beauty. 1 shilling. So that was what, 12 pence? Later became 10 pence, if I remember rightly. I know everyone will be shouting at the screen. You know what I'm like with pre-decimal. Absolutely useless. But, well, 100 years old today. Well, not literally today, but this year. Brilliant 100-year-old silver coin. This day is tremendous. This could be my last signal. Only got 10 minutes left. 47. It might be a... Oh, hit a big stone. Let's go in that way. It might be a bit of copper or a bit of lead. Doesn't sound amazing, does it? Right, we're out. We are out. It's getting windier. Okay, it might be aluminium. It is the dreaded aluminium. Tin foil, in fact. Tin foil. Always could be a hammered coin. Damn it. We've got another screamer. Just when I thought that was maybe the end of it. 95 this time. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, it's on the spade, I think. Look at that. Look at that. That's a massive silver coin. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I don't believe it. It's another George V. It is another George V. Stuck to the spade. 1 florin, I think. It is. 1 florin. 1922, same year. Same year. Where did I get the other coin? Well, I got the other coin right there, look. Where is it? There. Right there. So, maybe dropped by the same person at the same time. 1 florin, 1922. Beautiful coin. You've got the 3 lions of England, you've got the rampant lion of Scotland, and you've got the harp of Ireland. Yes, what a day. Metal detecting doesn't get much better than this. 1922. And there he is, George V, looking to the left-hand side. You beauty. Utterly over the moon with that. What a day this has been. I thought that was going to be me finished with that last find. I've probably got about 10 minutes, 5 minutes left, so who knows, maybe we'll get a wee last minute find. Always keep your eyes open for the eyes only find. And look at that for an eyes only find. How on earth does a golf ball get out in the middle of a field? It is Nike, or Nike, depending on how you pronounce it. What have we got? A PD soft, whatever the hell that means. There we go. A beautiful little eyes only find. Right, just a few minutes left. I'm making my way towards the car. Let's see if there's anything else to be had. Well, nothing else to come. I thought it was my lucky day today. I thought, oh, it's just going to be coming and coming and coming. But look at that. 3 bits of silver, a florin and a shilling, both from 1922. This beautiful little hammered, which I think is maybe going to be Dutch or Flemish. I've got a bobby, which is probably from the 1600s, the early middle part of the 1600s, which is a copper 6pence. I've got this beautiful button. I've got 65 pence that I can go and spend right now. A bit of a stirrup, a farthing, buttons, and a poor old pigeon who should have been phoning 999, which is our equivalent of 911 if no one gets the joke. And then to top it all off, a little golf ball. What a day! What a day! Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you know anything about identifying some of the finds, it's the farmer just gone by, I gave him a wave. If you know anything about identifying any of the finds, I'd be interested to know. I hope you enjoyed it. What a day that was. Really excellent day. And fingers crossed I get back out again tomorrow, because I've got a bit of free time. So hopefully I get back out tomorrow. I'll try and get some of the boys to come out as well, and hopefully we'll get something epic. Right, thank you all for watching. If you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, hit the button. And failing that, I'll see you on the next dig. Thanks for watching.